If, like me, you're a Jewish person based in the UK, you deserve to know how our community institutions are helping to enable Israel's campaign of terror in the West Bank. I've been in Masafer Yatta in the southern West Bank for the past 2 weeks, and every day while we've been out here, I have witnessed some of the worst acts of state-sponsored cruelty that I have ever seen in my life. Palestinians get violently beaten. We've seen them have crops and animals stolen. We've seen their homes set on fire. We have seen cemeteries and land that they use to celebrate weddings bulldozed to make room for prefab settler caravans and for so many Israeli flags. But what's been particularly horrifying to me is the knowledge that when I get home, the Jewish community charities and institutions that I will be interacting with are playing a direct role in helping to make this violence possible. Here's a little bit about how that works. You can think of the relationship between the organized Jewish community in the UK and the settlement enterprise as a sort of continuum or a sort of pyramid. So at the top of that pyramid, you've got charities like UK Tornet or the JNF UK branch. These are UK organs of Israeli charities that play a direct role in helping market settlements to interested UK Jews or funnel money and resources directly into the settlements to help expand their project of state-sponsored colonization. Then at the level below that, you have pro-Israel lobbying groups that will refer to the West Bank as Judea and Samaria, implying that Israel has the sole right to settle this land, and intervening in UK political discourse in order to provide a biased picture of what the situation on the ground here looks like. And then at the bottom of that pyramid, you will have organizations that we'll all be familiar with. Organizations like the Jewish Leadership Council or the Board of Deputies. These so-called representative organs might even denounce individual instances of settler violence. But the role that they play in sustaining this is one of silence as complicity. They will never call out Israeli apartheid. They will never even name Israeli apartheid for what it is. And they will certainly not confront head-on the role that organized Jewish charities like the ones that I mentioned previously play in helping to drive forward the project of Israeli dispossession. And the reason that this works as a pyramid is because the top level cannot function without the bottom level. As long as these organizations at the bottom continue to invite the organizations at the top to rallies, continue to fail to make clear that this type of project is unacceptable and is an affront to our Jewish and our human values, then these organizations continue to be able to funnel resources into these communities. No level of ties to this barbaric settlement enterprise should be considered normal in our community. We need to denormalize this at every level. So to Jews in the UK, please, speak to the members of your shul, speak to your rabbis, speak to these community organizations that are meant to represent us. Make clear to them that apartheid needs to be a red line, and that silence is not enough. And to our community institutions, stop inviting these charities to joint events. Stop letting them use our synagogues. Stop taking political stands to defend something that you know is a crime against humanity. Every single day that we fail to cast these links to Israel's state-sponsored terror campaign in the West Bank out of our community, we are destroying ourselves from the inside.